Na live, pronto. Eu tenho que explicar algumas coisinhas sobre a TALKNTALK, agora que a gente está ao vivo, né? We are a conversation platform, né? Nós somos uma plataforma de conversação, onde você pode agendar imersões em vários idiomas. A gente tem inglês, espanhol, francês, italiano. E hoje a gente vai falar em inglês sobre business, que são negócios, né? Então, vamos começar aí com a nossa primeira pergunta. What comes to your mind when you think of the word business? O que vem à sua cabeça quando você ouve essa palavra business? Né? Então, vamos começar com você, Priscila. What comes to your mind when you think of the word business?
So I'm thinking about process, plans, goals, clients. I think about this. A new innovation tool.
Perfect. Perfect. And you, Márcio, what comes to your mind when you think of the word business?
One person or a group of the person with a target for earn money, for example.
Perfect. Yeah, this thing is really important. Earn money, right? the more that we can is the best. Perfect. Ludmila, what comes to mind when you think of the word business?
A única que vem na minha cabeça é money.
Money. That's it. Money. Perfect. Okay. And you, Isabella, what comes to your mind when you hear the word business?
Money, hard work, entrepreneurship, people's deals.
Perfect. That's it. So you all know what business means, right? Todo mundo aqui entende o que é o business, né? Negócios, né? Essa coisa de money, a lot of money. So let's go to question number 2. How do you define success in the context of a business? So like, how can we say that our business is successful and the other isn't? So like, how do you define success in this field? Márcio, how do you define success?
I understand that you have a target for your business and for looking for your customers. And maybe innovation or maybe you use the how to say this you need to produce something for these customers. It's a service or a product, I don't know. But
Perfect.
you need a target.
That's true. You need a target, and most of the target you need to sell, right? Você tem que ter o público-alvo, você tem que vender também, né? Que não adianta a gente saber para quem que a gente quer vender e não vender, né? But that's it. A service or a product and a target. Perfect. And you, Isabella, how do you define success in the context of business?
Can you speak slowly, please? I don't understand the question.
Desculpa. How do you define success in the context of business?
Be different. Think out the box. I don't know if say this, but it's the literally translates. Think out of the box. Be different and give. Como seria dar valor ao cliente? Entregar valor ao cliente.
Value the client.
Value. Give value the client.
Você pode só falar value. Tipo assim, valorizar, né? Value the client. Perfect. Yeah, I agree with you. We have a lot of things to balance, né? Tem muitas coisas para colocar aí na conta. But the client, I guess, is one of the most important ones, né? É uma das mais importantes. Perfect. And you, Ludmila, how do you define success in the context of business?
Intelligence, using technology, como é que fala tecnologia? Technology. Como é pessoa mesmo? People who know what they are doing, sei lá. Alguma coisa assim, que saibam o que estão fazendo.
Who knows what they're doing? That's true. Tem muita gente que acha que sabe muito e às vezes a gente não sabe nada, né? E aí, vou começar um negócio nisso e não dá nada certo. That's a part of life, né? Faz parte da vida. But that's true. We need to know what you're doing. A gente tem que saber o que está fazendo, né? That's totally true. Perfect. So let's go to question number 3. Have you ever been involved in a startup? If not, do you have any interest in pursuing one in the future? I have been involved in a startup, TALKNTALK, because I am here for a long time, and it is a startup, so I've been involved, and I like the experience. And you, Ludmila, let's start with you. Vamos começar com você. Have you ever been involved in a startup?
Traduz essa parte, por favor.
Of course. Se você já fez parte de alguma startup, né? Se você já esteve envolvida com isso, e se não, se você tem interesse em participar de uma, né? E ir atrás de uma no futuro. Gente, deixa eu só tirar. Um lá parou de funcionar, e aí eu tô ficando meio confusa. Pronto. Pode falar, Ludmila.
Yes. Deixa eu ver aqui, peraí. Como é que eu vou falar?
Don't worry, se preocupa não, pode ficar tranquila.
A short time. Yes, eu participei, mas a short time. Por pouco tempo. Time.
Perfect. Did you like it?
Yes.
Yes? Perfect. Okay. And you, Márcio, have ever been involved in a startup? If not, do you have any interest in pursuing one in the future?
No, but in the future, maybe it's a possibility. I think that everything have with more velocity in the startup. I think this is different that you work in another company, I think.
Yeah, things are faster. Indeed, things are faster. We need to solve problems faster. We need to do everything faster. Tudo é mais rápido mesmo. É verdade. That's true. Because we have problems that we don't see them coming. Tem problemas que a gente não vê chegando, né? Então, tem que saber resolver rápido. And you, Isabella, have you ever been involved in a startup? If not, do you have any interest in pursuing one in the future?
I have never participated, but I am interested in building one in the technology area.
Nice. You work with technology?
Yes.
Nice. We have a lot of IT people here on TALKNTALK. A gente tem muita galera de tecnologia aqui. Toda imersão tem alguém falando, it's an IT area. Eu falo, gente, mas o que é isso? Estão dominando o mundo.
Yes.
And you, Priscilla, have you ever been involved in a startup? If not, do you have an interest in pursuing one in the future?
No, I had about involved to a specific startup, but I believe it's very interesting because it's more, in general, it's about the innovation and the proposal for the market. It's a good business, in my opinion. It's the future.
Perfect. That's true. Yeah, every startup is the future, right? Because every company once was a startup, right?
Yeah.
That's true. So let's go to question number 4. How do you think technology has impacted the way businesses operate? Então, como que a tecnologia impactou o jeito que os negócios eles operam, né? I think it has impacted a lot because things were different in the past and nowadays they are easier. Maybe they have more problems, but different problems, né? Às vezes pode até ter mais problemas, mas são problemas diferentes, né? Mas eu acho que impactou bastante. What about you, Isabella? Do you think technology has impacted the way businesses operate?
Yes, the technology. Como é que é substituir?
Replace.
Ah, sim. Replace the boring actives. Make two peoples. Trabalho manual. Como é que eu posso falar assim?
You can say, I guess you can say handiwork or manufacturing.
Okay, boring manufacturings. So the technology can make these boring actives with more precision, and more fast.
That's true. Everything became faster, né? Tudo se tornou mais rápido, né? Computers, they make our life so easier. It faz tão mais fácil. And that's true. Makes easier and faster. I agree with you. And in your opinion, Priscilla, how do you think technology has impacted the way businesses operate?
So in my opinion, yes, direct impact. And some companies, it was necessary to implement, to change in process, different tools. For example, I'm thinking about this, to start in the home office. It's necessary too. And about the process, it's necessary to implement to continuous ground. It's good for to ground about the company. It's important. It's if you don't put investment, don't have money to investment about this, you don't continue to grow, in my opinion, because the technology is very very important in this moment, or a lot of years, because it's a technology to grow all the time. It's important to company to investment about this. It's important for this process, the result too. It's good.
Yeah. And if they don't put money on that, maybe they get old. And they like everything is developing and like updating every day, tudo atualizando, ficando mais novo. E uma empresa que não investe nisso, ela fica para trás, né?
Yeah, of course.
So the time is passing and they still like old, right?
Yeah. You investment, or you can't grow. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
To development, it's impossible.
That's true. And you, Marcio, as an IT guy, how do you think technology has impacted the way businesses operate?
Yes, I think about the pandemic. During pandemic, after the pandemic, everyone involved with the technology. My mother, my father used the cell phone with the Teams or another platform for communicating with your friend. And I think is today, or you need to survive, because I am here in São Paulo, you in Minas Gerais. It's crazy this, but I like. But I remember a joke from the past about the technology. This technology creates solutions to problems you never had.
Yeah. That's true. Most of the problems technology solves, they wouldn't exist if their technology wasn't a thing, né? Os problemas que a gente tem, se não tivesse tecnologia, ela cria os problemas e ela resolve, né? Tipo, se não tivesse, ela provavelmente não teria esses problemas. That's true. That's true. For example, I had a problem. My screen of my computer broke last month. A tela do meu computador quebrou. E eu não estava conseguindo ver nada. Everything was green. Tava tudo verde na minha tela. And then, it's a problem that I needed to solve because I work with my computer. But if technology wasn't a thing like that everybody uses, tecnologia não fosse uma coisa que eu preciso para o trabalho, se eu precisasse trabalhar do jeito que eu trabalhava antes, que é em sala de aula e tal, essas coisas, eu não ia ter esse problema, né? Quebrou meu computador, que pena, vou trabalhar de qualquer jeito, né? But it was like this. It's a problem that technology solves, but it wouldn't be a problem. Se não tivesse tecnologia, não seria um problema. And you, Ludmila, how do you think technology has impacted the way businesses operate?
The big example, né? Não sei como é que fala para mim.
For me, in my opinion.
For me. Home office. It's good for business and involves technology. Gente, home office aí tem meu coração, não sei falar.
I love it.
I love it. It's my heart.
Perfect. It makes our lives easier, né? Faz as nossas vidas muito mais fáceis. That's totally true. And
a gente mesmo é um exemplo do home office, de estar aqui. Como que ajuda?
Exactly. We are studying English, and just like Márcio said, I am in Minas Gerais, and Márcio is in Guarulhos. Priscila is in Petrópolis. So, like, it's totally crazy. We are so far from each other, and still we are communicating. And, like, simultaneously. It's not from, like, using letters, né? Não é usando carta. A gente está falando ao mesmo tempo. Isso é uma coisa que não ia existir, né? It's nice. If we stop to think, it's really cool, né? Se a gente para pensar, é muito legal isso, né?
Yeah.
My grandfather, he doesn't understand. Ele não entende muito o que eu faço, não. Porque ele fala... Ele não sabe, né, mexer. He doesn't know how to use a computer, a cell phone. And then he keeps asking, how can you see people on your computer that are so far away from you? Ele não entende nem como é que funciona a mensagem de WhatsApp, tadinho. So he gets confused. He doesn't understand. Ele não entende como é que isso funciona. And it's sort of different from me, like, I don't know how life would be without it. Eu não sei como é que a vida ia ser sem um Zoom na minha vida, sabe? Então, assim, it's totally different. Totally different.
When I think about this, is totally crazy because it's fantastic this moment. When I think about when I was in the other situation, you can do this, stay here.
That's true. That's true. I guess everybody answered question number 4, né? Todo mundo respondeu a 4 ou falta alguém? Isabela, você respondeu a 4? Não lembro se você respondeu ou não. Yes? Essa foi a primeira, né? Ou a segunda foi uma das primeiras. Okay, so let's go to question number 5. What do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess? Então, uma qualidade que um líder tem que ter. This is something that coaches talk all the time, né? A coisa que coach vem falando. Você tem que ter isso para ser um bom líder. So let's see, what can you remember? Vamos ver que vocês lembram que o coach uma vez falou na vida de vocês, aí que vocês já viram. I think a good leader needs to be patient. I guess this is the most important quality to have. Because we need to deal with people. And dealing with people is complicated if we're not patient. So I think a good leader needs to be patient. And you, Márcio, what do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess? Márcio, are you there? Are you alive? Are you muted, maybe? 1 minute. Okay, no problem, Márcio, don't worry. Priscila, what do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess?
So, in my opinion, it's important to the same an influencer about between the other person who inspire people transmitting transmit confidence to his team. It's important, in my opinion, to respect, for example, the time of the people. Some people have different time to learn about something. For example, you need respect and patience. It's important.
That's true. I think it's one of the most important things, because when you deal with other people, you need to know how to deal with them, né? And then you need to transmit, to show that you're trustworthy, né? Mostrar que você é digno de confiança das pessoas. You are responsible. You need to show people that, right?
Yeah, relation, not specific about friend relation, but it's important to respect the different opinions, to respect their time, because the different personalities, it's important.
That's true. I totally agree with you. And you, Ludmila, what do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess?
For me, the most marcante. Como fala marcante?
Remarkable.
Oui?
Remarkable.
Remarkable. In life, boss is different from leader.
Yeah.
Boss is different from leader. Mais marcante para mim é isso.
I know, that's totally true. A boss is someone who commands only, né? Uma pessoa que só manda. A leader is someone who knows how to lead, né? Alguém que sabe liderar. É totalmente diferente, totally different. That's true.
Leader help us.
That's true.
In general.
Yeah.
It's common.
And that's why I guess qualities, they are for a leader, not for a boss. Because a boss is a place at work, right? Like I am a teacher, I have my boss, that is Phil, but he helps me. He's not only my boss, he's a leader. And I think every leader is a person who helps the ones that their team, right? Líder, ele tem time, né? Não, chefe tem empregados. É a mesma coisa, mas eu acho que muda pouco the qualities.
The context changed.
Of course, that's totally true. And for you, Isabella, what do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess?
In my opinion, the most important quality is empathy. I mean, really understand the people, understand each professional has a different profile, and make the things a different way, and has a different mentalidade.
Mindset.
Yes, has a different mindset and empathy. I think the most important qualities.
That's true. That's totally true. Because if they don't have empathy, they can't understand their employees, right? And if we have employees, we need to understand them, we need to work with them. Né? Tem que trabalhar com seus empregados, você tem que entender eles. Então, se você não tiver empatia para entender os problemas que eles têm, then it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
And for you, Márcio, what do you think are some of the most important qualities a successful business leader should possess?
I think it is very important to know how to listen to other people and be confident and transmit that confidence to.
Yeah, show people, right? That you know how to do things, you have solutions, right? Perfect. I agree with you. Because everyone at their jobs, they are not totally 100% sure of what they're doing, right? Ninguém tem 100% de certeza nunca do que está fazendo. Then a leader is there to help, né? Um líder está lá para ajudar. So they need to transmit this trust, this confidence, right? Perfect. So let's go to question number 6. In your opinion, what is the most important aspect of running a successful business and why? I think the most important aspect of running a successful business is to like have everyone together with the same ideas, like we need to do this, and that. Establish goals. I think this is the most important aspect, like goals that everyone will follow. Not like, I need to do this, and that, and then you do this, and that, but the focus, they are different. O foco é diferente. Eu acho que todo mundo tem que ficar numa coisa só, aí quando acaba essa, vai para outra, sabe? I think it should be like this. And you, Ludmila, in your opinion, what is the most important aspect of running a successful business and why? No?
Peraí, não, é porque eu tô pensando.
Ok. So, eu fiz você fazendo assim. Aí eu falei,
Não, é que eu tô pensando.
Não.
Working as team, trabalhar em equipe.
Yeah.
Porque eu não sei. Não sei.
But it's important.
Mas eu acho que não tenho o que te falar, né? Acho que trabalhar em equipe é
That's true.
very important.
Completely. Yeah, because if you work by yourself and only by yourself, you don't help others and other people don't help you. So maybe your job, your task, né, o que você tem que fazer, won't be as good as it could be, né? Não vai ser tão bom quanto poderia ser, porque você poderia ter ajuda, você poderia ajudar alguém, right? And for you, Isabella, what is the most important aspect of running a successful business?
I think make the difference in the marketing area. Like if area is technology, make the difference in the technology. If the area is flowers, make the difference in the flowers area. And por aí vai.
Of course. Show that your company is different than the others, right? It's different from the others, né? Mostrar que sua empresa é diferente das outras, né? Show that they need to buy your product because it's different from others, né? É diferente, é melhor, né? Mas diferente, pode ser diferente, pode ser pior. Né? It's different, but it's better than the other. Perfect. And for you, Márcio, in your opinion, what is the most important aspect of running a successful business and why?
I think it's very important to have a rep team with you, because sometimes you don't earn a lot of money in this job, but you like this job because I think this environment, I think this is positive, for example. And sometimes when you go out for this job, you go out, but it's not how to say, with no recent experience. I think sometimes this work.
Perfect. You acquire experience, right? You need to know who you're dealing with, né? Saber com quem você está trabalhando, né? Perfect. Okay. And you, Priscilla, in your opinion, what is the most important aspect of running a successful business?
In my opinion, it's important to know about your business, because you don't know about the business, you can alcançar your clients. It's impossible, for example. And the other things, it's important, in my opinion, about to need a good team, and because this you need create a good relation, and for to can put these tasks in production. It's good, and you need to pay attention about around the the company, because there are many influence about direct or not to involve to company about your product, for example, I don't know the name about this. Outras empresas que vendem a mesma coisa, por exemplo. Because this you need to pay attention around the other companies, the same buy, no, yeah, about the same, to offer the same product. You need to pay attention. You need studying, in my opinion, study. Pay attention all the time, to put, to implement innovation when it's necessary. I think
That's
about this.
true. You need to best on your business, right? Just like Isabella said, if you sell like flowers, you need to do something different with the flowers. Of course, Isabella, you can take a picture. Let's smile for the picture, guys.
Wait, I yet to...
Eu tava sorrindo aqui pra tá. Não tem problema, não. Avisa quando você for tirar, então, que aí eu sorri pra foto de novo. Passa a minha pose. But no problem, you can take a picture. But it's live on YouTube. Também tem a live no YouTube, mas é bom que a gente sorri pra foto, né? Fica bonito. Imagina a live no YouTube, a gente falando aqui. Não, é tranquilo. Vamos lá. I totally agree with you, Priscilla, because it's just like Isabella said, if you have like a flower company, you need to be different on your field. You need to do something different with your product. You need to be the best and like stand out of the competitors, né? Se destacar dos seus concorrentes.
It's important to grow in general. It's important to innovation all the time, because I don't know, mercado, it's change all the time.
That's
you need
true.
to invent.
That's so, and we could see that with technology, right? Like the companies that earn more money nowadays, they are technology companies. They're not anymore like gas and oil or those things from the past, né? Porque antigamente era o quê? Petróleo, gás, minério, essas coisas. Nowadays, technology, right? So it's what is the most expensive. So it's completely different. The world has changed, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So a picture now? Okay, so let's go. Okay, perfect. Que bom que meu gato
Thank you very much.
No problem, don't worry, anytime. Mas também eu falei que pode, mas eu nem sei se as pessoas estão já querendo tirar foto. Né?
Oh, it's okay.
Então tá bom. É que eu falei, tá no YouTube, né? Se não ligar, tirar foto também. Mas, enfim, tem que perguntar mesmo. Let's continue. Todo mundo respondeu number 6? Yes? Yes? Perfect. So let's go to question number 7. How do you approach decision-making in a business setting? Like, you made a decision. And then how do you tell this decision to your employees? Because usually, if you are a boss or a leader, you need to make hard decisions. Né? Você tem que tomar decisões difíceis. Então, como que você fala isso para as pessoas que trabalham com você? Né? How do you approach decision-making in a business setting? Márcio, how do you approach decision-making? If you need to tell your employees something, how would you tell?
I think that you have to tell for everyone, because sometimes you tell your decision not for everyone employers, for example. But you change some people for you say your approach decision.
Approach.
Because it's very strange when you know about this decision, and for the other people, it's different. It's not your boss, for example, or leader. I don't like it.
Yeah. We need to be careful, right? Tem que tomar muito cuidado para falar essas coisas, né? And what you said about telling for everyone, I think it's really important. Falar para todo mundo. Because then it can happen like gossip, né? Pode acontecer uma fofoca. Então, você fala tudo para todo mundo logo, acaba com o problema, né? I totally agree with you. And you, Isabella, how do you approach decision making in a business setting?
I would speak and listen the opinion of the envolvidos. Como é que se chama?
The involved. I can say like these, the ones that were involved.
The people's involved. Because sometimes when people has say something important que acrescente a essa decisão, sabe? Possa colaborar ainda mais para essa decisão. Sometimes the boss think the right decision, but the employers that stay in the place every day and really saying this place sometimes knows more the boss, in fact.
That's true.
It's mostly confused.
No, I could get it. There are some employees that they know about some subjects more than their own boss. Sabem mais de algum assunto, mais do que o próprio chefe. But there are a lot of bosses that they don't really like pay attention to it. Você sabe mais do que eu? Não quero saber não, querido. É isso. It's my decision. And I don't think that's fair because we need to work as a team, not as a monarchy. I am the king and you respect me. No, we work as a team. Everyone can help. And then I think it's better if people listen more to the ones that we think they don't know nothing, but maybe they know a lot of things. Né? A gente acha que eles não sabem nada, mas eles sabem de muita coisa. That's totally true. We need to listen to everyone. So as we can see here, joining like what Marcia said and what Isabella said, we need to do everything together. You need to tell everyone everything. We need to listen to everyone, né? Work as a team. Totally agree with you, guys. And you, Priscilla, how do you approach decision-making in a business setting?
I totally agree with us because about the approach decision, it's important to involve the team to decide or about to help us the leader, because there are many situations you need to listen the different opinions to help us to decide something or to change the process. For example, it's important to involve the people during meeting. It's during meeting to decide something. Or when I had the decision, I agree the same, because it's in general it's important to involve the team to the people to feel more important, because it's important. Because don't have people, you can start one business, for example.
That's true.
That's it.
Yeah, we need to we need to put our employees in, I guess, in the highest place in our schedule of value, né? Nossa questão de valor, né? O que mais vale são os nossos empregados, né? Quem trabalha pra gente. Because they need to work properly. E eles têm que trabalhar direito, né? De forma apropriada. Eles só vão trabalhar de forma apropriada se você tratar eles direito, né?
Yeah, totally agree.
Perfect. And you, Ludmila, how do you approach decision making in a business setting?
Completing. You want to be confident, né? Confiante, confident, and get to your work team. Você tem que conhecer a sua equipe de trabalho, né? Tem que ser confiante e conhecer a sua equipe de trabalho.
That's true.
Fora as outras coisas que eles falaram, né? Completando.
Uhum. No, but that's totally true. We need to know who we are dealing with. A gente tem que saber com quem a gente está lidando, né? Because maybe we were passing a problem to someone who doesn't know how to solve it, né? A gente está passando por um problema que não sabe resolver. Ou he knows how to solve it, but maybe someone else could solve it better. Às vezes outra pessoa consegue resolver melhor. So, like, we need to know who we are dealing with, right? Gente, meu celular caiu do carregador. Peraí, vou colocar ele aqui.
Ok.
But I totally agree with you, Ludmila. That's correct. Acho que tá certíssimo. And it really like fits what everybody said, né? Meio complemento todo mundo falando. And everybody answered question 7, right? So question 8 now.
Yeah.
How do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the business world? I think it has affected a lot, depending on what you work. If you had like a small business as a market or something, maybe it was really affected. Maybe you got even broke, talvez tenha até falido. But if you have like a technology company, or if you work online, maybe it could have got even better, Pode ter até ficado melhor, And you, Isabella, how do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the business world?
I think the interesting fact is the pandemic introducing creative for the business. The business had make different things to don't losing the clients and como é renovar? Renew the model business. Então, so introducing creative is something really cool in this sad time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that a lot of new things appeared, right? Like, for example, I have never seen, I can say I have never seen, but it was less common to see people preparing cakes in pots, boat pots. Eu não via, não. Mas then after the pandemic, people needed to earn more money, Porque muita gente diminuiu o salário e tal. O povo começou a inventar cada coisa, tipo, start doing bowl de pot, cake in a pot, or like doing candy at home and selling. Muita gente começou a fazer umas coisas. Eu nunca tinha visto, nem sabia que as pessoas sabiam fazer. E começou a vender. I had some friends that started doing pies, Eu tenho um grupo de amigos que eles juntos, eles cozinhavam, Eram 3. Eles faziam juntos tortas e vendiam. Então, assim, for me, it was totally crazy, because I didn't know they knew how to prepare pie. Eu não sabia que eles sabiam fazer torta, mas eles aprenderam e começaram a vender. So, indeed, it increased creativity, Aumentou muito a criatividade das pessoas, Porque para ganhar dinheiro, a gente tem que ser criativo mesmo. And for you, Márcio, how do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the business world?
Some business do not survive with after the pandemic or during the pandemic. Others overcome and earn more money. I know some people that they open a bar and beginning of the pandemic and start a delivery with some food, another thing. And last Sunday happened the first celebration of the birthday of your business. Survive.
Really? The first celebration? But like during the pandemic, I guess it was hard for them, Durante a pandemia, Deve ter sido muito complicado. Even though they deliver things, Apesar de fazer entrega, deve ter sido complicado, Yeah, I guess for everyone who has a small business, Todo mundo tinha negócio pequeno, foi muito difícil, Because we needed to take money for, like, we need to take money to a place that we didn't have, Tirar dinheiro de onde não tinha. It's impossible. And for you, Ludmila, how do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the business world?
They made people get out of comfort and innovate.
Yeah. We needed to leave the comfort zone, né? Tinha que sair da zona de conforto, arranjar umas ideias novas. That's totally true. Perfect. And for you, Priscilla, how do you think the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the business world?
So for completely your opinions, I'm thinking about this. Some companies to have a big problem, and many companies to close. It's real, but there are other companies to use the technology for to survive. It's to invent. You said Giovanna and March too, about the foods. Use a lot iFood for to deliver. It's important to in general the people to invent, change in general your process. You need, depends of the company, of course, but there are many companies to investment about technology for to continue your activities. It's necessary in that moment. That moment, no, I forget the name. Naquela situação, né? The pandemic. It's very hard, but some business it's good. It's good because you're open your mind, because you need to put innovation in your business for to survive. It's my opinion about this.
Perfect. That's true. That's really true. We needed to invent things to survive. I guess that's what like summarizes the pandemic. A gente tinha que inventar coisas para viver, não só por dinheiro, mas para ficar em casa, de tudo. A gente tinha que inventar coisas para viver.
In general.
True. In general. Perfect. So guys, because of our time, I need to stop the live on YouTube. Vou parar aqui a live.